大家好，歡迎收睇 Gameplay HK， 有一樽繼續同大家玩刺客教條。嗱，上集我哋就嚟到呢一個第一文明嘅都市阿特蘭提斯嘅入口出面，見翻自己個父親噶啦。原本我諗住有升下 level 啦，點知原來呢就冇咁好嘅如意算盤嘅。咁而家呢，我就打算嚟呢度拉科尼亞去見阿媽，任務就話要我哋面對身為斯巴達人嘅過去啊！嗱，咁而家呢，我哋就翻船上面出發啦。哇，咁難嘅嚟幾個喺甲板瞓覺出發啦！我哋，但係我哋啲船又唔會問我哋喺呢度見到啲乜嘅喎。咁是但啦，我哋出咗發先啦。
What's that large landmass up ahead?
It's Crete, land of mysteries and heroes. Theseus and the Minotaur. You know the story?
Parts of it. Theseus was an Athenian hero. It wasn't a very popular tale in Sparta.
Ah, it's an epic story. Theseus ventured into the labyrinth to slay the Minotaur, an unsurmountable task. Yet he triumphed and saved the people of Minos.
I feel like Theseus and I share a common burden.
Cheer up, Cassandra! The gods are on your side! When your task is accomplished, we'll roast some lamb, drink wine, and I'll tell you all the stories I know.
I'm glad you're here with me, Barnabas.
I am blessed to be in your company, Eagle Bearer.
不過我哋個船長真係幾正喎，成日咧搭下船，佢就會有啲古仔同我哋講嘅喎。
You look troubled, Cassandra.
This bay feels familiar somehow.
A bird can fly away for seasons, but will always recognize its nest when it returns. This is Sparta.
I don't think I'm welcome here.
I'm not sure of much, Cassandra, but I do know that when the time is right, we always get to go home.
And where is your home, Barnabas?
I'll save that story for another day.
哇，搞錯啊！你唔肯講你住邊嘅以前，好神秘咁啊嚇！嗱，好啦，我哋而家咧就嚟到斯巴達，準備落船噶啦。咁媽即係阿玲妮喺邊咧？應該就喺前面呢個位置，幫我泊咗隻船先。
Dock the ship!
嗱，你哋跑隻船，我而家去揾人啦。不如我哋等到日頭先咯，好唔好啊？費事夜媽媽人哋瞓緊覺嘅時候打攪人啦，好鬼衰噶嘛！你試下你瞓到半夜，我敲你門睇下你會點係咪
？Cassandra，
我喺你後面啦，做咩啫
？Lamb, you made it. I trust the seas were favorable.
Poseidon might be the only one not trying to kill me.
And did you go to Thera? Did you find him?
I did.
What did he tell you?
哇！佢講咗好多嘢啊！咦喂，但係冇呢個選項喎，逐個揀啦。
He told me where I'm from and where I must go.
So now you know the truth.
I'm not his daughter. I'm just a weapon.
That is the furthest thing from the truth. You were brought into this world with love. I never imagined we'd stand on Spartan soil together again.
哇！但係咁喎，究竟點解個阿媽會中意呢個百幾歲嘅老爺爺嘅咧？真係選項揀中間呢個啦。
I don't know how to feel. I spent some of the happiest days of my life here. And some of the worst, too.
Sparta is our home. But we'll have to rid ourselves of the puppet king if we are ever to find peace.
Whatever happened to our old house?
Nikolaos stayed after I left, but now that he's gone, I don't know.
Why don't we go find out?
Of course. But first, there's something I want to show you.
你想帶我哋睇啲咩咧？喂，唔使咁趕喎，可以慢慢行，欣賞下先啦，係嘛？搞咩咧？我諗佢可能係肚餓，佢開咗飯先。
The closer we get to Sparta, the more memories keep flooding in.
No matter how far I ran, I never could escape them.
I know. On Naxos I could forget. It was was as if I had locked Sparta in a box and tossed it to the bottom of the sea.
Did you put your memories of us in that box?
I wanted to, but it would have taken all the wood in the land to build one big enough.
以為咁就講完㗎啦，我仲以為有啲咩好重要嘅嘢提添。喂，有櫻花樹啊！點啊？呢個山頭有咩特別啊？
This is where I first trained you to use your spear.
Hesitation only hastens the grave.
You remembered.
How do you think I got this far?
We had to pry that spear from your hand while you slept. You said you needed it to fight the monsters in your dreams.
I couldn't face Cerberus empty-handed. Those children will be ripped to shreds. We should help them.
Cassandra, wait! You mustn't interfere. This is Spartan training territory.
吓？咁，既然係人哋嘅訓練區，咁即係唔會有事啦，咁都 OK 啦。
I hope you're right. For their sake.
The agoge is what turns boys into men. Interfering would only weaken them, weaken Sparta.
They're no good to Sparta if we leave them to die.
And they're no good to Sparta if they're too weak to kill a wolf. Come. Let's go home.
咪住先。哦，佢又唔係手無寸鐵嘅，咁唔使理佢啦，我哋聽阿媽講啦。佢話唔幫就唔幫啦吓。喂，阿媽行咗去邊啦？喂，呢度去呢度。喂，點解你要徒步行咧？明明你有馬㗎喎。
That training is ruthless.
Not ruthless. Effective. The best of those boys will become Cryptia, keepers of the peace and stalkers in the night.
Stalkers in the night?
There's a reason Sparta never changes. Come on, it has rules and they are strict. Spartans rule Laconia, but most of its citizens are Ilotas, enslaved peasants made to work the fields and mines.
Slaves? Why don't they revolt?
Spartan fields keep them fed, and Spartan warriors keep them safe. First from the Persians and now from the Athenians. When they forget their place, the Cryptia are ordered to keep the peace.
I see.
Most of us make great sacrifices for comfort.
Most. Not all.
其實以前啲人，我覺得咧，佢哋係俾人奴役慣咗咯，所以就唔覺得係有咩問
I
題。
find myself back in Sparta. It looks so peaceful, despite the war raging elsewhere.
咦？喂，起咗，哦，原來俾人擋住咗咋係嘛？行，我哋繼續行啦。其實我覺得就好似咧一隻由細到大都俾人韞喺籠入面嘅雀咁樣，佢可能覺得喺外面飛反而唔正常都唔定。
This was the first and last place I ever felt safe.
As soon as you were old enough to hold a spear, you trained in this yard from morning till night.
Nikolaos was a tough teacher to please.
He hid his pride from you. But every night he would tell me, she's going to bring glory to Sparta.
嗱，而家我覺得應該揀呢個嘅，因為如果冇佢就冇而家嘅卡山卓噶嘛。
As much as I hate him for what he did, I wouldn't be who I am today without his training.
My heart broke that day. But for the first time in ages, standing here with you, I truly believe it can mend again.
Me too.
Do you remember the first time you held your brother?
嗱，其實我咧就唔係好記得嘅，就揀呢個啦。
I've tried to block out what happened here.
You were so scared of breaking him. You ran around the house, gathering every pillow and blanket. You piled them all around you, and only then did you feel safe to hold him.
He was so small.
Even then, you held him so tight, I thought you would squeeze the life out of him.
He turned out stronger than we thought.
The gods must be playing tricks on my eyes.
喂，呢個我哋之前未合作過嘅。
Good to see you, Brasidas. It's been a long time since I rescued you from the warehouse fire in Corinth.
That's not how I remember it.
You look well, Brasidas.
The rumors were true. You're alive.
Many we thought to be dead are still breathing.
When I heard the two of you came home,
We're in Sparta, but we're not home yet.
We want our house back, Vrasidas.
Sparta claimed your estate after Nikolaos' disappearance. They're waiting for his adopted son to claim it. But he hasn't returned from the war.
Stentor? I knew I should have killed him on the beach.
吓，咁即係點啊？佢應該死咗翻唔到嚟㗎啦，係嘛？
What do we have to do to get it back?
You'll need to negotiate your Spartan citizenship with the kings. It won't be easy.
Why not?
As happy as I am to see you, the kings won't be. Especially Archidamos. Your exit from Sparta wasn't exactly graceful.
He can't still be mad I broke his nose.
You what?
In any case, he hasn't forgotten. But I have an idea that might help him forgive.
Tell us.
Spartan soldiers have been giving weapons to the Ilotes. Whoever takes care of these traitors will earn his thanks.
哦，咁簡單啦，總之揾晒兩邊嘅人出嚟懟冧晒佢，咁咪得咯，係嘛？
Why on earth would Spartan soldiers be helping Ilotes?
Ilotes greatly outnumber Spartan citizens. But they're leaderless, mostly farmhands, servants, and apprentices. If someone unified them, armed them, and trained them, they'd be a real threat to Sparta.
But you said it was Spartans who were arming them.
All the more reason to deal with this quickly. You find out why the Ilotes are being armed, and you'll have the king's attention.
因為唔係喎，其實係去查案啫喎，唔係有啲咩行動嘅喎。
Where will I find these Spartans?
They were last spotted in the Gorani marble quarry, in the forest of Eurotas.
咁即係話我哋要去一去呢個大理石場啦。嗱，總之就係揾到佢哋之後，係咪要懟冧佢先？
So, I find the soldiers. Then what?
Spartans are loyal to their commander. Take him out, and the rest should disperse.
And the weapons?
Destroy them. The Ilotes have caused enough trouble with shovels and sickles. The last thing Sparta needs right now is them carrying swords.
好啦，
So, to get our house back, I must take out the Spartan commander responsible for inciting a useless rebellion. Sounds easy enough.
Find me in the throne room when it's done.
And where will you be?
This is where I raised you. It's also where Leonidas raised me. I'm going to visit his tomb just beyond the estate. You should pay your respects too before you get started.
I'll try.
咦喂，咁係咪我哋都應該去掃一掃墓咧嚇？好，睇下有啲咩新嘅任務先。哇，3個任務都要31 level，我得30啫喎。第一個咧就斯巴達王，咁呢個就要我哋完成咗一啲任務先至可以觸發到啦，應該。一粒老鼠屎啊，壞咗一煲粥，就係要去呢個採石場嘅。咁2步制步咧就係要同阿媽傾偈。喂，咁呢個時候梗係揾阿媽先啦，係嘛？最重要就係去掃墓係近啲啊，我哋唔使行咁遠啊。
Grandfather was a true hero. Maybe one day they'll sculpt a statue of me.
哇！呢座雕像原來係佢祖父嚟㗎，喂！
Leonidas. He was Sparta's last true hero. We'd all be under the yoke of the Persian Empire if it wasn't for his courage. The same blood courses through your veins.
支矛就喺佢身上面嚟㗎啦。咁就揀呢個啦。
So, our blood is the blood of kings.
You are so much more than a mercenary. You carry the blood of heroes, blood of power. Remember what I told you?
That people would try to take that power for themselves.
And then you promised.
I wouldn't let them.
Hold out your spear.
啊，會唔會喺呢度有共鳴呢？支矛真係有啊！
All of this talk of the Pythia, I do not care what she says.
Enough! We have grown tired of your insolent tongue. Sparta will not go to war. The Pythia has spoken.
Pythia says what you tell her to say. She has been your puppet for far too long. The time has come to cut her strings.
Oh, Leonidas. The days of heroes are over.
You think your blood makes you special? If we opened your veins, it would spill to the ground and disappear through the cracks. You are no one.
You are more than welcome to find out.
Your fate is sealed, son of the lion. Xerxes will unite us. He will bring order to chaos.
神棍
Divide the Pythia and everyone you love. Everything you stand for will perish.
嗱，神教講嘅嘢完全就係威脅嚟嘅啫，就係唔聽佢講，就會威脅到我哋啲親人。
Gather the men.
My king?
Xerxes wants Sparta. He'll have to go through me.
喂，原來喺嗰陣時已經同秩序神教有啲牙齒印噶咯喎。
Incredible! Now do you understand?
What must I do?
It's time we embrace our destiny, both of us. If we don't stop the cult before it's too late, then all Leonidas fought and died for was for nothing. Our bloodline has risen to those who would enslave us.
It's time we rise again.
Well, well, well. Mother and daughter united in Sparta at last. And look at you, goddesses among mortals.
King Pausanias, we're honored. I was sorry to hear about your father.
Yes, our fathers would have been proud to see us here today.
You remember Cassandra, my king?
Who could forget? The girl who died to save her brother. Such a tragedy. An innocent child put to death because of an ancient, merciless law.
以為咁呢個王其實好人嚟嘅喎，佢明白我哋嘅處境嘅喎。咁啊，不如我哋揀最大呢個啊。
Ancient and merciless. Most Spartans live and die by these laws. But you sound more progressive.
And you sound like you've been rubbing elbows with Athenians.
I've been to a symposium or two.
In any case, Sparta was weakened by losing you both.
We're examples of why these laws must change.
Oh, I agree. But King Archidamos, if he could carve Spartan law across the chests of every citizen, he would.
哦，咁即係話嗰啲係獨裁主義㗎啦，佢抵死，就揀呢個啦。我哋都係因為呢啲咁古怪嘅法律，先至會俾人推落山崖嘅啫。
Spartan laws destroyed my family. Spartan laws had me claw my way through the streets. We're here today because he defied those laws.
He did, and he lost his head for it. But we're not here to talk about the dead, are we?
We know Sparta reclaimed our house after what happened to my father in Megaris. We want it back.
Mind your tongue, child. You may not live in Sparta anymore, but I'm still your king.
We graciously request an audience with you and King Archidamos to discuss reinstating our citizenship and reclaiming our home.
Of course. There's nothing I'd want more. Archidamos, however, still hasn't forgiven you for the whole nose incident.
What can we do to sway him?
There's rumor of a Hilot rebellion, and the Kreptia are stoking the flames. Savagely killing Hilots, stealing livestock, and leaving corpses to rot in the streets.
The Cryptia represents Sparta's ultimate achievement in military training. Their discipline and fearlessness make Sparta's army the most feared in the world.
Once. But the Cryptia have become corrupt and bloodthirsty. And training boys to kill unarmed peasants is nothing to be proud of. Do you want your home back or not? Good. So the Ilots will no longer support the senseless slaughtering of their people.
以為咁原來我哋應該係支持克魯士嗰邊嘅喎，佢係俾人壓制嘅。咁啱啱講嘅備勤戰士，俾我感覺就好似以前嘅東廠西廠咁，完全就係俾公公控制嘅嘢嚟嘅。喂，問多少少嘢先。
And where would I start looking for these Cryptia?
One can be found in the fort on Zarax Point. Another was assigned to guard the Spartan leader's house. The third is more elusive. He was last seen in one of the villages west of Hilot Hills. He's definitely the loudest of the three.
克魯士幽靈西面嗱，佢話最容易見到佢，我想揾咗佢先。再問多些少嘢啦。
My mother spoke of these Cryptia. What can you tell me about them?
They are the hidden ones. Hand-picked at an early age, starved and trained in isolation. They must steal and kill to survive. If they succeed at their training, they become the king's guard.
But why have me kill them?
For years, the Kreptia kept the peace between the Ilots and Spartans. Troublemakers and threats among the Ilots were dealt with. But lately, these Kreptia have been killing men, women, and children without reason or mercy. Babies ripped from their mothers and fed to the wolves. The Kreptia have become a breeding ground for ruthless savages.
喂，其實我覺得就好正常嘅，因為佢哋成班人個訓練方法咧係完全會扭曲個心智啊，所以咪咁變態咯，係咪？
Is there anything I should know about King Archidamos?
Traditional, brutal, boring. Archidamos values the old ways over the welfare of his people. He sided with the elders that day on Mount Taygetos.
咁佢又抵死啦！
If killing Cryptia will get our home back, I'll do it.
嗱好啦，而家咧我哋就揾咗個目標出嚟，有3個嘅。以為有一個好近嘅啫喎，就喺呢個方向，咁梗係揾咗個近嘅先啦，係咪？不過過去之前咧，等我開埋個呼喊點先。
If Archidamos believes in the old ways, won't killing his Cryptia create conflict between him and Pausanias? I miss Kefalonia sometimes. Life was simple, even if Marcos was a bumbling idiot.
因為其實如果我哋咁做嘅話，又會引起好多衝突嘅喎，其實好唔好咧？不過主線要我哋咁做，我諗都要做咗先㗎，睇下到時有冇機會可以修補翻呢啲關係啦，係嘛？好啦，第一個咧就喺呢個位置。哇！但係呢個官邸好多人喎，仲要全部都30幾 level。今次要殺呢個咧，都係哇！我諗我真係要升一升 level 先過嚟好啲，因為如果佢高我2個 level 咧，卒仔都好危險。嗱，我決定咧就周圍行下升下 level 先，爭3個 level 真係搞唔掂。咁而家咧就前面有一個嘅，睇下呢個任務要做啲乜嘢啦。
Mistreos, please help, I'll do anything. Please help me. Calm down. Tell me what happened. Raiders in the forest. My husband, he tried to fight them off.
以為你要用兵咁啊啱晒啦。
If your husband is facing the bandits alone, he won't have long to live. Please, I have a child. You have to help us. I will find your husband and the bandits.
睇下先喺邊個方向啊？喂，前面有嚿閃靈靈嘅嘢喎，喂！呢個應該係奧利哈根嚟嘅，冇錯。啊，唔係奧利哈鋼礦石先啱。其實佢老公咁勤，使乜我哋去揾呢？就喺前面啫嘛。但係唔覺敵人喎，係嘛？好似瞓咗喺度唔喐嘅，喂，係咪死咗啦？有烏鴉添，唉，90%都係瓜咗啦。
After you save that child, I knew. Can't help but do the right thing, can you?
Chrysis? You killed this man just to set a trap?
It's an honor to give your life to Ira's greatest priestess. He died willingly. With him gone, I have room for one more on my council. It isn't too late to join us.
哼，仇人見面分外眼紅，你今次就死硬啦。
This stops now, Chrysis! Today you die for what you did to my family. I will avenge my brother!
Very well. If you wish to be an agent of chaos, if you wish to be a killer, then kill, child! You could have joined me, messenger.
想走你
The
嚇？
world together. Die for me, my child.
喂，你唔係死咗嘅啦咩？仲可以講嘢？喂，避我先！走啊！走！喂，你個衰人啦！避開，掂。OK， 跟住出個大技，殺一隻先。 咦，你唔死唔死，吉多兩下，避開，未得，跟住攞你個盾牌嚟，再嚟一下刺殺。喂，我諗住可以臨尾了結你啊，衰人，搞掂。執到鐵就係。
You fucking snake!
仲笑得出？我係會摧毀你哋啊！
I will not stop until every last cultist has met my spear. You will be erased from history. I will erase you. This is for my mother and every family you destroyed.
我諗佢仲有任務升 level 啫，估唔到順便會懟冧埋佢喎。嗱好啦，玩咗陣咧，我已經32 level， 咁同我嘅目標咧爭少少嘅啫，都有機會可以懟冧佢嘅。你哋行到咁樣，我好難攻擊嘅喎，喂！
We can't let them get away.
On it, sir.
喂，暗殺到喎，搞掂，走人。咁啊，已經殺咗一個悲勤戰士。喂，咁其實應該好簡單嘅啫。我諗個玩法就係揾呢幾條茂利出嚟暗殺咗佢就已經 OK 嘅，就唔一定要殺晒所有嘅衛兵。跟住落嚟咧，不如就等我自己去殺埋剩低嗰2隻啦。因為我諗中間可能都冇乜特別嘅故事睇，淨係睇我點樣暗殺嘅啫，一戰就搞掂啦，係咪？好，第3個咧應該就喺前面呢條村莊嗰度。
The Cryptia.
但係冇人把守嘅喎，咁簡單係咪啊？我懷疑一行到埋去度，突然間有班人衝出嚟都唔定。嗱，人影都冇個。
Listen up! I'm only going to say this once. This village stinks like a pig's ass.
喂，聽下先，聽下先。
Everyone shut up, or you'll eat steel, and be more than happy to bash your teeth in if you don't settle down.
我覺得我哋唔使去煽動啲人嘅，靠我哋自己都已經 OK 噶啦。一戰，你睇下彈到幾遠，搞掂啦咁就。佢威脅啲平民啦，嗱，抵死。但係冇嘢攞嘅喎。嗱好啦，咁跟住我哋睇下有冇新嘅任務指示先。好似冇後續咯。如果冇嘅話咧，我哋就要摧毀斯巴達嘅武器架，同埋殺死啲叛徒。嗱，任務指示就話喺呢一個尤羅塔斯森林啦，有個採石場嘅但係又冇地標喎。咁採石場就咁睇咧，應該就喺呢個位置啦。騎隻馬過去先。嗱，採石場就喺呢度。咁我哋嘅目標喺邊啊？
Found him.
揾到有2個。咁應該殺晒呢幾個就已經 OK 嘅咯。好 ，search 完畢可以走啦。哇！呢個跳水真係好鬼正。如果現實咁跳落去，其實會唔會撞到池底而死咧？咁高喎！不過算啦，我哋咁高跳落地下都唔會有事嘅。OK， 呢個就係最後一個武器架啦，拆埋佢先，搞掂。哇，正，仲開咗個新嘅美文，加8% 嘅刺客傷害添，升埋 level。喂，咁應該可以翻去交任務噶啦噃。喂，點啊？等咗好耐啊，騰嚟騰去咁嘅。
There you are. I can take you in to see the kings when you're ready.
全部搞掂晒啦。
Waiting won't make this easier.
Then let's go. Your mother's already inside.
Where are the kings?
There. What do you say now?
You've made your point, Archidamos. I yield.
Another 2 squadrons to Viatir, then. As I said.
你哋咁樣決定政策㗎？喂，
Is that how they solve arguments?
Sometimes.
Archidamos's guard has improved. He should thank me.
Brasidas, you've come with news. Let's hear it.
My kings, may I present Marini, descendant of Leonidas, and her daughter Cassandra.
How dare you show your face in Sparta?
Cassandra helped me secure Corinthia, my king. She helped with the Elotes rebellion. They want what's best for Sparta. I beg you to listen.
Let's hear what they have to say before we bloody the palace floor.
Speak, Marini. Why are you here?
I have returned to reclaim my Spartan citizenship, to reclaim our home.
You exiled yourself. Your daughter killed an elder and ran.
Not to mention the crooked nose she gave you.
My family was betrayed, my king. Sparta was betrayed. We've come to expose these traitors.
You haven't cared for Sparta for many years.
咁點呢？喺而咁嘅環境之下，我覺得都係暫時認住低位先，遲啲有機會先暗殺佢。
Then blame me. I killed the elder. I started all of this. So if you want someone to prove their loyalty, it should be me.
I'm not sure if I should congratulate you on your honesty, or punish you for the crime you've just confessed. Marini has made her intentions known. What are yours?
你問我做乜？咪翻嚟咯，係嘛？而家唔係挑撥嘅時候喎。
My intentions are to return home. Here, where I was born.
What happened on Taigedos brought shame on Sparta. You and your family have no home here.
First, prove yourself loyal. Bring glory to Sparta, and redeem yourself in the eyes of the gods. Until then, neither you nor your mother have a right to your lands.
Tell me what I must do, and it will be done.
The Spartan army fights the Athenians in Viotia. Join the commandos there. Come back victorious, or do not return.
喂，嗌我哋去送死不過冇問題嘅。
Consider the battle won.
Spoken with the confidence of a child who hasn't seen real war. You will find my commander out of Mount Helicon. Give him this and tell him I sent you.
Not so fast. 2 kings, 2 tasks.
嗱，呢個人幫我哋嘅，聽佢講下先。
Heracles completed 12. 2 shouldn't be a problem.
First Spartan thing you've said all day.
The Olympics will be starting soon in Elise, and our fighting champion requires an escort.
You want me to be an escort?
I want you to make sure the Spartans return with a wreath.
That's how she'll bring glory to Sparta? By winning an event in the Olympics?
Not an event, my king. By making sure Sparta wins the entire Olympics.
Perfect.
You have your orders. We'll see you when your tasks are completed.
If they're completed.
I'll get them done. And you'll give us back our home.
There's some Spartan left in you after all.
Brasidas, show them out.
要喺運動會上面攞冠軍，咪睇你啲運動員嘅實力咯，關我哋咩事啫？唔通佢要我哋殺咗對手？
That went well.
Considering you still have your head on your shoulders, yes, I'd say it went very well.
The kings were generous to give us a second chance.
And all I have to do is win the Olympics.
And a war.
Is there anything you need to know before setting off?
冇啦，我非常之清楚我哋要做啲乜嘢，幫我問埋佢先啦。
What's going on in Viotia?
The Athenian army is pushing Sparta back bit by bit. Winning won't be easy.
If anyone can turn the tide there, it's you.
咁即係話我哋都要減弱佢國力先至再去打會好啲啦，係嘛？
What do you know about this fighting champion I'm supposed to take to the Olympics?
The Pancratian fighter. His trainer will know where he is.
My thanks.
Things are not quite what they seem, but you must keep this champion safe at all costs to succeed.
I will.
又話佢係格鬥勇士，使乜要保鏢啫？自己都夠打啦。
One of the kings is a cultist, so one of these tasks is surely a trap. But which one?
Brasidas?
Wouldn't say that within earshot of the palace. But I fought with both of them. I can't believe either is a traitor.
We need to find proof before we make any accusations. Keep your eyes open.
嗱，其實我自己覺得啦，嗌我哋去運動會嗰個咧，反而有機會會係神教嘅成員添。正所謂一啖砂糖一啖屎啊嘛，應該係有陷阱等緊我哋嘅。
I think I'm ready. And you? What will you do while I'm gone?
I received a message just before we went in.
What kind of message?
A clue to the whereabouts of another cultist. I'm going to Arcadia.
Alone?
The fates are smiling on us. I was ordered there. We can travel together.
That would be helpful. My thanks.
I'll meet you both in Arcadia then. Safe journeys.
嗱，即係話我哋完成晒所有嘅任務之後，就會去阿卡迪亞嗰度 join 阿媽噶啦。咁好啦，今集咧暫時就玩到嚟呢度先啦。估唔到想攞翻間屋啫都咁難，我有錢啦，俾錢買得唔得啊？好啦，咁啊，我哋下集咧就會繼續呢個遊戲啦。多謝各位收睇，中意嘅記得 like and share 啦，拜拜。